Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Yesterday, we told you about Alison Boshoff's article in the Daily Mail about Harry and Meghan separating their brands. Continuing a look at that fascinating piece, Boshoff writes, "We have discovered a hitherto unreported Mr. Fix-It money man who has proven key to stabilizing the Sussexes' financial future. Adam Lilling, a venture capitalist with a history of lucrative right-on investments, who is an advisor to TV host Ellen DeGeneres, a longtime friend of Meghan. Indeed, Lilling was with Harry, again without his wife, at a football match in LA over the weekend, where the men seemed at ease in each other's company." Nick Eade, a brand and culture expert, said, "I've spoken to mutual friends, and it's not true they are divorcing," says Eade. "What is actually happening is they are trying now to undo the damage they did with the Harry and Meghan documentary in Spare, which made them into a toxic couple. The first way to do that is to allow Meghan to get away from the victim narrative and away from Harry so people can see who she is. Meghan needs to forget about being a duchess and forget about good works. She has been isolated in Montecito and hiding away. But she is fun and funny, which is why we became friends. There wasn't anything fun in the documentary or in the Spotify podcasts. She will use Instagram to connect directly with fans around the world and to step out into who she is, which is not at all a victim. She is 100% a celebrity and will concentrate on that while Harry does whatever moves him. If they are wise, they will copy the Beckhams, where each half of the couple has their own thing and they only do a small amount together. She could easily earn $1 million. There is a lot of money which she will make very easily, as long as she does it away from him." Boshoff continued, "Sources indicate Lilling works in concert with Andrew Meyer, Meghan's business manager, who has been with her since her days on the show Suits. Lilling made a killing for Ellen and her wife Portia de Rossi by recommending they invest in Beyond Meat, and they put money in the stock promptly soared. Since then, the couple have invested in Pachama, a carbon credits company, again on Lilling's advice. With all this maneuvering in mind, the couple's public separation makes perfect sense in terms of Hollywood's ultimate currency, cold, hard cash. Meghan, the celebrity, looks likely to take the social media dollar with her expected return to Instagram and is planning a number of commercial deals. As for Harry, the philanthropist, one can't help but conclude he needs another billionaire to fund his planned good deeds. Perhaps Adam Lilling will be all too happy to assist Harry in finding another promising prospect, while his wife relaunches herself as the woman she was before they met: fun, glamorous, powerful, and free." The Mirror ran a similar narrative, checking in with PR and crisis management expert Ed Coram James, who said, "Once a brand has become as toxic as Harry and Meghan's, it is a long and difficult path to recovery. By separating out their joint brand and trying to forge ahead with two distinct and different brand identities, the Sussexes are hoping to short-circuit this process. The idea is that by resetting the brand, they release some of the toxicity. Although it is unlikely to represent the full antidote of their current reputational ailment, it is definitely a good idea and a step in the right direction. It may sound silly and a bit basic, but when a brand is as toxic as the Sussexes, sometimes the only solution is to try to dismantle the brand together. In the UK, Harry was very popular before his association with Meghan. That is not to say that Meghan is the actual cause of his popularity demise. The reality is almost certainly very nuanced, with rights and wrongs done both to the Sussexes as well as by them. However, there is often a disparity between the reality of a situation and the optics of a situation. Nuance can be hard to convey, and rightly or wrongly, the public often likes a simple answer. By distancing himself from Meghan when in public, Harry gives himself the opportunity to be viewed in the same light that he was back in his bachelor days when his polling numbers were through the roof. The same applies to the Duchess. Her toxic image in the US is part of a double act. Before she met Harry, she was a successful television actor with a good reputation but not household recognition. By forging ahead with an individual identity separate from that of Harry, she can go back to being viewed as the hard-working and successful actor that she was before she met the Duke. As for Harry, he has noticeably pivoted away from an area that he has had less success in, notably areas that don't complement his expertise, such as the production of interview-based podcasts or script TV series, and areas that may be short-term cash cows but that are reputationally fraught, such as his scandal-based docuseries. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Newsweek warns the king may be on the cusp of a major debate about the monarchy, slavery, and reparations at a time when a disconnect with young people poses the biggest threat to his reign. Caribbean nations are reportedly planning to appeal directly to the British monarchy for reparations and an apology for slavery, bypassing the government in what would be a new strategy. Lawyer Ali Gill, chair of Grenada's Reparations Commissions, told the Daily Telegraph, "We are hoping that King Charles will revisit the issue of reparations and make a more profound statement beginning with an apology, and that he would make resources from the royal family available for reparative justice. He should make some money available. We're not saying that he should starve himself and his family, and we're not asking for trinkets, but we believe we can sit around a table and discuss what can be made available for reparative justice." Professor Rosalia Hamilton, a Jamaican academic and campaigner who helped organize protests, told Newsweek, "All of these channels should be explored. I think there's no question of the debt that's owed, and it's well established now. The only question is when and the terms of the repayment. I don't think the British royal family can run away from it indefinitely." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please head on over to YouTube or youtube.com. Do a search for Palace Intrigue there and hit that subscribe button for us. You don't have to listen to the show again, but it would really help us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.